There is no rodeo that can change seasons, careers, or for that matter, lives quite like Rodeo Houston. With its $65,000 payday to the first place winner, no regular season rodeo even comes close. Actually, with Calgary off the pro rodeo calendar in 2026, none of them even pay half that amount to the victor. The next closest is the Governor's Cup's $30,000 prize, which is why winning in Houston is so important. If Houston makes up just half of your season earnings, you can still make the National Finals rodeo comfortably. But a lot of Houston champions end up shooting even higher. In fact, 5 of them won a gold buckle in 2025. And when you look back at some of those margins, it is hard not to think about what happened inside NRG Stadium that March. 4 of those 5 won the world by less than $60,000. You don't have to squint to see potentially life-changing fates from the 2026 champions of Rodeo Houston. Riley Webb and Rocker Steiner, 2 of those reigning world champions, reasserted their dominance with 2026 victories in Houston. Webb now has the inside track to win 4 consecutive tie-down roping world titles. For Kassie Mowry, who bested Haley Kinsel by just 3/100ths of a second in the barrel racing, she is now afforded the luxury of spending more time at home with the colt she trains, deploying the same limited rodeo strategy that helped her to 2 straight gold buckles. Saddle bronc riding champion Stetson Wright could potentially right the wrongs of 2025 with his Houston win and finally win his coveted Triple Crown. But it's those who have yet to have a laundry list of accomplishments that will relish their titles even more. Take, for example, steer wrestler Holden Myers, who finished second last year at Houston and ended up $10,000 out of his first NFR. He already has $81,000 this season, and if he does what 2025 Houston champion Tucker Allen did in Las Vegas, he could join his father and grandfather as a world champion bulldogger. What about Korbin Rice and Cooper Freeman, the team roping champions? They barely made the championship round, then barely made the shootout, then won it with a 4.6. Neither have ever made more than $45,000 in a PRCA regular season or finished inside the top 40. Now they are both number 1 with almost $80,000, and both of them won more money in the shootout than they had for the best season of their entire career. And then there is Canadian bull rider Jake Gardner, who was a perfect 6 for 6. The 7-time PBR Canada Finals qualifier could finally cement himself as a stud south of the border as well. He typically has a limited pro rodeo schedule and has finished as high as 17th before. Now, there's a good chance he can make the NFR, CFR, and PBR Canada Finals in the same season. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of Rodeo Houston. It doesn't just reward the best over 3 weeks, it redefines what is possible over the next 9 months. For some, it is a springboard. For others, it is a moment where everything finally comes together. But for all of them, one thing is certain. It is where their season and their goals truly begin.